team title has already been decided. Arkansas, the national champions, but we still have one hot race remaining. It's the final event of the competition on the track, the men's 4x400-meter relay. 2004 collegiate leader is Baylor. Arkansas has already sewn up the team title, but still anticipation for this event. Baylor in lane 5, LSU in lane 6.
Well, Baylor had two finalists in the 400 meters. Of course, the winner, Jeremy Warner. And Baylor just has such an incredible reputation as a 4x4 team. They could have no athletes in the final of the 400, and they still win the 4x4. It's like what those people down in Waco are made of. They come to run the 4x4.
And not one senior on this team, by the way. A freshman, 2 sophomores, and a junior running for Clyde Hart. And he always, as you said, Carol, manages to put an incredible quartet together. There's talk that this team can go under 3 minutes and maybe challenge the 16-year-old collegiate record set by a phenomenal team from UCLA.
LSU, the defending champions in this event, running out of lane 6. In the green with Will Fitz running the opening leg.
And you know, this event is always the end, the last event at every major championship, and there's a reason why, because of the excitement with all the athletes out there passing the baton. But right now, Arizona State's Jason Barton is moving up on Will Fitz of Baylor.
And Marvin Stevenson of LSU in lane 6 with a good start.
Johnson on the outside for UCLA is also moving well, and that's Adam Seal, last year's NCAA 400-meter champion from Minnesota in lane number 7, also moving well.
So Steele from Minnesota in lane 7, Barton from Arizona State, first exchange and the second leg.
Set the move from Arizona State, part of that great Sun Devil team that won the Pacific 10 championships in the 4x400 relay, and he has given Arizona State a nice lead. Minnesota looks like they will break in second. UCLA running the diagonal. Very smart running by Jonathan Williams to give the Bruins third place.
Baylor's back in 8th place right now. They're leaving their big guns, Warner and Williamson, a lot of work to do.
Right now, Arizona State with the lead. Minnesota in second, and UCLA fading.
Minnesota still in second position, going to Mitch Potter.
Arizona State
drops the baton.
Oh, Dominique Patterson.
How much can go on here? We have a fall in the women's race, and then Arizona State drops the baton.
So now Mississippi State with Keston Nelson, the senior.
And Dominique Patterson trying to get the entire distance back in the first 200 meters. He is going to die like a dog in the home stretch. He will pay the price for dropping that baton. He's going all on adrenaline, but the physical nature of this event will catch up with him right now.
Jeremy Warner is flying in the third leg for Baylor.
I told you they left Baylor a lot of work to do, and they left it for the man who can do it. Jeremy Warner hands off the baton in first position for Baylor.
Daryl Williamson runs the anchor for Baylor, the 7-time NCAA champions in this event.
But do not forget that Mitch Potter from Minnesota is running in second. So Williamson has to keep his head here.
It is Williamson for Baylor, Potter for Minnesota.
And Banda of Arizona State now moves the Sun Devils into third past Mike Morrison of Florida.
Looks like Potter is trying to make a move on Williamson. They're coming home. Baylor in front. Darren Williamson. He is gliding to the finish for Baylor. 8th time they've won the 4x4 men's relay.
And they were very lucky they had who they had on their third and fourth leg, because those guys really put the pedal to the metal. Jeremy Warner brought them back to life, and Daryl Williamson put a stamp on it.
Well, the race really got heated up in this exchange from the second runner to the third. Arizona State's Dominique Patterson. Watch, he's trying to adjust the baton, and he just drops it. then goes back for it. Minnesota assumes the lead with Arizona State close behind. Patterson scoops it up. Actually, very little time lost, but he tried to make it all up in the first 200. But look at Jeremy Warner with the sunglasses from Baylor, the 400-meter champion. Unofficially, we've got him at 43.9 for his relay leg. His form didn't break down at all, Carol.
It really didn't. Take a look at his arms. Kids at home, this is how you have to finish a 400-meter. He also gets a very strong pass to Darrell Williamson, who had an unofficial 44.4 anchor leg.
Mitch Potter, who represented the U.S. at the World Championships last year for Minnesota, gives chase, but he just doesn't have enough left to catch Darrell Williamson. Gutty race by both Baylor and Minnesota.
And the best time of the year put up by Baylor, 3:01.03. Darrell Williamson able to hold off Mitch Potter from Minnesota. And Baylor looking sharp once again, living up to their reputation in the 4x400 relay. Final results, it's Baylor taking the top spot. Minnesota in second, Mississippi State finishing third. In terms of team points, Florida grabs 3.